Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chem Lock League. Here with the Tundras, sitting at 3-5, halfway through the first season of the Chem Lock League, and we'll be facing off against the Heaters here today. They are leading the Fire Division, and not really confident about this game. We just took a look at the league leaders and the team stats through the first half, and really our only shining moments are shining players are Harrington and Resplendent. Sprinkle in a little bit of Ellen Booth, who's been overused. I was actually looking at a couple of things, and I decided I want to make a move before this next game starts, and it's going to shake things up quite a bit, as I plan to get rid of Ian Hackett. I know. I was hoping for more from him. I think he could probably still bounce back, but in a lost season already, I'd rather us save a little bit of money. He's 30. He's not really a future piece, maybe for another year or two at most, but he's also somebody we could look to bring back in the next season if there's no better options. Instead, I'm going to replace him with Jolly Shipwright, 26-year-old, $4 million center fielder, only plays center field. Pretty solid speed, decent contact. We'll have Tier 3 Sign Sealer and Tier 1 Little Hack. I'm fine with that. But because he is competitive, that means we'll be dropping one Spirited player. Well, that means we can make a secondary move to offset this, and that will be we're going to be bringing in Les Christensen to replace Sergio Dupol. He is older, but he has Tier 3 rally stopper, so we can actually see a decent reliever in the bullpen and hopefully not put everything on Ellen Booth. It'll also maybe give us some chances to see Ashlyn Fry a little bit more as well. So I think our bullpen gets a lot stronger by making this move. It's a little bit of a cost-saving measure as well. So we're going to make this move here. Dupol, maybe we bring him back in the offseason if we don't have other options, but he's not too great even at 20 years old. And let's bring in Jolly Shipwright. That will put us back to our proper chemistry structure. Yeah, this is sad, but I'm fine with making the move. I'm kind of just fine with throwing in the towel on Ian Hackett's awful start to his career. So Shipwright gets a start in center field here today. Harrington in left field. We're putting Willis at short. Gadman stays in the number 4 spot at catcher. He's probably got one more game before he needs to take a break. Then we have Roland at first. Get Wrecked at third. I'm actually going to move him to right. We'll put Tirehead at second. Beltran still... you know what? Actually... these are negligible. Jagger has the better arm, slightly. So let's put Tirehead in the DH spot. McMillan at second base. And then Trampelson will get replaced by June Mina. So June back in the lineup after a tense break that she needed. And we're still home here against the Tundras with Resplendent on the mound. I'm going to bump Get Wrecked up one here. Yeah. And... yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's start. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I want Mina higher as well. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Gonna keep the alternate uniform again, as I kind of wanted to get a little more used to that. And let's play ball. We head back out to Stade Royale. This will be a tough matchup. It's going to be ace versus ace here, with Resplendent coming to the mound for us. He has pitched well so far in the beginning of his career. I'm hoping he can stay solid even against a 6-2 team like the Heaters. Give me one moment as I throw my hoodie on really quick. I'm going to take off my headset and I'll put it right back on. It's getting a little chilly here, so I needed to warm up a little. Casey Matthews leads off DH, batting 235 with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and volatile at Tier 2. First pitch swung at and pulled foul out of play. What can't we say about Resplendent that we haven't already said? He has really just run into 2 bad innings in his 2 starts so far. We'll see if he can avoid that here today. Good battle here from Matthews, 2-2 count. And sent to center field. First chance for Jolly Shipwright as he runs around a little bit before coming in and make that play. Looking jolly out there. Hunky Plaintiff comes up batting .348, 5 home runs, 8 RBIs, locked in. This might be the biggest challenge for Resplendent today. He gets a first pitch strike. Fouled off there, quickly down 0-2. Plaintiff will take strike 3. Wow, what a pitch from Resplendent as he catches the corner on the slider. Nasty pitch. And that'll be out number 2 for the Heaters. Now, Ben Curley comes up with tier 3 bad ball hitter, but also tense, batting .250, no home runs, I believe 1 RBI. And he'll dribble one to third base. Good play from Mina, who comes in. And I don't know if that was an injury or if that was another mojo drop. We'll see in just a second here as Jolly Shipwright comes up to the plate. I don't know why I have him leading off, but we don't really have many options for that. I guess it was another mojo drop. Ball 1 taken. Lang comes to the mound. And wow, Sign Stealer activates, and Jolly Shipwright 1 for 1 in his career with the Tundra so far. Runner on for Adriana Harrington. She has been so amazing for us, our MVP by far. Locked in. First pitch swing, he pulls it into the right field corner. We'll get cut off by Anubis, and Shipwright heading to third base. Slides in just ahead of the tag. Curley can't get the tag on time. Good throw from the from the right fielder, Anubis. But Adriana Harrington puts 2 on now with Nathaniel Willis coming up, and Clutch activates in a high-pressure situation immediately. Ground ball up the middle. Nathaniel Willis comes through, and 1 run scores here at the bottom of the first. Adriana Harrington over to second base, and Willis over to first. Nobody out here as we go to number 4 hitter Gad Mann. Batted .278 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. Still a high-pressure situation. You see Marvin Lang with the tier 3 clutch. Oh my God! As Harrington heads to third base, an errant throw, another errant throw, all over the place. Lang tries to pick off the runner. Harrington dives back safely, and the ball sneaks into center field. Harrington heads to third. Lang now tense. Clutch is still activated in a high-pressure situation this early in the game. And fouled off from Gad Mann. It's a 2-2 count here. Nobody out. Swings through strike 3. So big strikeout from Lang. His first of the day. We'll get the first out of the day. And now Amos Get Wrecked will come up. Lang still tense. Batting .211 is Get Wrecked. 1 home run and 2 RBIs. Takes the ball high. Fastball inside. Just misses. 2-0 count. Good spot for Get Wrecked. Ball low. We'll see if he gets a red light here. I believe he should. He takes the strike on the changeup. 3-1. Come on, Amos. Takes strike 2 on the curveball. Full count now for Amos. 2 on, and he swings through strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Lang. That's really, really frustrating. And now it'll be Jagger McMillan's turn. He's back after a few games off from an injury. Finally fully recovered, batting .286 on the year. First pitch swinging, deep center field. Jagger McMillan gets it out of here over the leaping glove of the center fielder, and he gets his first home run of his career, a 3-run shot here in the bottom of the first. And take that, Lang, as that one gets sent into the frozen tundra, a Stade Royale. We are now up 4-0 in the bottom of the first against the Heaters, who are sitting at 6-2. And Marvin Lang, who's now rattled, he came into this game with about a .235 ERA, something really low like that. Mina took a day off. She's back to batting .227. Takes a strike there, a 1-2 count, 2 outs. And Mina pulls one into left field. So the inning continues here for the for the Tundra. Milan Tirehead batting 2 for 4 in his short time here with the Tundras, batting .500. Runner on first with average speed. Tirehead takes a strike on the curveball. Lang still rattled. Ball low and away. 22 pitches already this inning. First pitch, or that pitch is swung on and pulled foul. 1-2. Tirehead lofted into center field. Should be an easy play here. Coming in and calling it is Dismal for out number 3. But a 3-run homer from, of all people, Jagger McMillan. And we saw Jolly Shipwright score on a single from Nathaniel Willis. And we take a 4-0 lead. So some runs or running insurance. Oh my God, I don't know how to talk. Some insurance for Resplendent as he comes back out to the mound as he gives up a base hit into right center field. Coming in and cutting that one off. Just missing it is Shipwright. Doesn't have a strong arm, and it's going to be an easy double. Thankfully, he doesn't seem to be the fastest runner. Errant throw, and it's going to get past June Mina, but Resplendent backing it up. That was scary.
Number 3, Nixon Drake.
Now Nixon Drake comes up with Tier 3 Distractor, Tier 3 Dive Wizard at first base, batting 208, no home runs, no RBIs, intense. Runner in scoring position, not much speed there. Resplendent has to be careful that this inning doesn't get away from them, especially as the Tundras just gave him a big lead. A grounder to short, runner holds, and errant throw. Oh my God, Nathaniel Willis bungles the ball, and then Noodle Arm activates on his throw to first, so the runner reaches on an infield error. Gosh darn it. 2 aboard with nobody out for Hanny Anubis locked in. 389 average, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. He gets ahead 2-0 before he fouls one off. And a dribbler to first, Roland to Willis. Over to Resplendent, double play, big moment there as the Noodle Arm activated once again. And a bang-bang play at first base. This time it goes to the Tundra's favor. Runner advances over to third base, and Matthias Dismal with Tier 1 RBI 0 has Tier 2 Slowpoke. Intense, swings through strike 2. Resplendent will get the grounder right back at him. He stabs at it, knocks it down. Actually, he got it right in his glove. And that ends the inning, so a rally stopped there. As Resplendent got himself into a bit of a jam to start the inning, but bails himself out. Man, that got scary for a moment. And the Tundras come back up to the plate as Lang still tense, and now Madison Rowland comes up. She started a double play in the last inning. Takes a strike here. It's a 2-1 count. Dribbles. It's going to get cut off by Lang. He makes the play, gets his mojo back to tense. And we go to the top of the lineup for the second time here. As Jolly Shipwright comes up. He's singled. He advanced to third on a single from Harrington. He bloops this one into center field. Coming in and charging is Dismal, and he'll catch up to that one. That's out number 2. And Adriana Harrington will come up. She's now on fire. RBI single, or sorry, just a regular single. Swings through strike 1 on the changeup. Ball low. Lang still tense, over 30 pitches now through 1 2/3. And Harrington gets one into center field. She continues to stay hot. Someone, please correct me here, but I think she might be like on an on-base streak for like 3 straight games almost. Willis with a tense right now after an error in the last inning, but a 1-for-1 with a single. And this one's sent to left field. This one's carrying right up against the wall, and that one's going to get over. Nathaniel Willis with his second home run of the year. A 2-run shot. He gets his mojo back, I'm sure. 393. 7th RBI of the season. Extends us to a 6-0 lead. Who would have thought we were gonna pop off against Marvin Lang? Well, we couldn't even get past some of the weaker pitchers we've seen recently. Mann will now come up. He fouled off he struck out his first time. Swings through strike 2 there. Lang still rattled now as he takes strike 3. That ends the inning, but a 2-run homer from Willis. Good recovery after the error. And we take a 6-0 lead into the top of the third. Evermore Patterson comes up, adding 333. No home runs, no RBIs. Tier 1 RBI 0 not activated. Tier 1 wild thrower when she's on defense. And this one's into right field. Oh, I thought the play was going to be made by Get Wrecked. But instead, Patterson loops one just over the right field porch. 345. Maybe one of the shortest home runs that you'll see this year. Her first home run and first RBI. Puts 1 run on the board. Resplendent was locked in before that pitch. And now Madison Jax will come up. Resplendent is back to neutral. Jax is tense, batting 133 on the year. She is Tier 3 stealer. She reaches base. She's really quick as well. Not much contact here. She swings through strike 3, so Resplendent responds from the home run with a quick strikeout. Out number 1, and Kason Matthews will come up for his second at-bat. Tier 2 Volatile hasn't changed his mojo, but a grounder to second might do it. McMillan to Roland, and he's still neutral.
Number 6.
Hunky Plaintiff locked in. 0-for-1 today. We'll see what Resplendent does here. As he gets a strike there, it's a 1-1 count. Have to be careful with Plaintiff here. And a ground ball up the middle will sneak into center field. Shipwright will get it in, but it's a two-out single. Plaintiff aboard, and Ben Curley will come up 0 for 1. Rattled. He grounded out in his last at-bat. Average at 240 now, his tier 3 bad ball hitter, so this isn't an easy at-bat. And a grounder back to Resplendent. He makes the easy play to first, and that'll end the inning. He does give up a home run to lead off the inning from Patterson. That was a gift from the Heaters as they found that right field corner. But it's still 6-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. Amos Get Wrecked will come up 0 for 1. Lang is at tense mojo now, where he's been teetering between tense and rattled for most of this game so far. Approaching 40 pitches already. Ball inside, 2-1 count to Get Wrecked. He doesn't make good contact there, but fouls it off 2-2. He chases out of the zone. Amos is looking really rough at the plate now. That's been really frustrating to see as he continues to struggle. Out number 1, and Jagger McMillan comes up. He had the home run in the first. Fouls one off here. Ball low and in. Good eye from McMillan. Right in this breadbasket, but he grounds to second, and Plaintiff will get it to Drake for out number 2. June Mina came up last time, pulled it into left field for a base hit. Let me know what you think about these uniforms with the Tundra on the front and with the logo. It's harder to see on the hat, but you can see it at the top on the scoreboard there. 1-2 count to Mina. She'll foul one off. Lang trying to recover. He's almost at 50 pitches, but trying to see if he can settle back in. Good contact from Mina. Ball in the dirt. 2-2, 2 outs. Mina will hit one well to Plaintiff, but it's going to be an easy play to end the inning. Nothing doing in the bottom of the third. First inning, we haven't scored. And now the Tundras head to the top of the fourth. Julio Jaramillo, who already has a base hit today, will come up to the plate. A double in his first at-bat. Resplendent gets him to pop foul on the curveball. Another curveball misses the inside part of the plate. Ball high on the slider. 2-1, and the changeup will get him to foul off. 2-2. Fork ball dug into the dirt, but he fouls it off. Another fork sneaks up the middle, and it's going to be another base hit for Shipwright. 2 for 2 today. One of the few that's been able to figure out Resplendent. Leadoff man aboard for Nixon Drake 0 for 1 today. Tense. Average of 200. Resplendent at 40 pitches. A double play would go a long way in Resplendent's pitching outing here today. 1-1 count. That one's fouled back. Just missed there. 1-2. Ball inside. Drake looking for a pitch to drive. He pops this one up in foul territory behind first base. Roland with some good hustle there as she tracks it down. An infield fly out for out number 1, and now Hanny Anubis will come up. He's 0 for 1. And another chance for a double play for Resplendent here. Batting .368 now. He'll take a strike on the changeup. Ground ball, foul. 0-2 quickly. And fastball high, he takes and holds. Fastball high just misses it again at the top of the zone. Evens the count at 2 apiece. And the fork ball, nasty pitch there. And he's going to lose mojo as he heads back to the dugout. Great strikeout from Resplendent. Now Dismal comes up 0 for 1 and still tense. Tier 2 slowpoke out of the box. Tier 1 RBI here, 0 not activated. A grounder to third. Mina has time with that slowpoke trig activated, and she's able to barehand and to get out of the inning. So clean fourth there for Resplendent. He's really only made a mistake to both Shipwright and Patterson so far with the double and the home run. Marvin Lang will get pulled for Anthony Avila, who's juiced coming into this ball game. First pitch swinging and grounding to second base. That'll be out number 1. And Madison Rowland will come up. I believe that was Tirehead that just grounded out. Fouls off the first pitch, throwing some gas here, Avila, with the fastball, slider, and curveball. Slider there, and it sneaks into left field. A base hit for Roland. She doesn't even get the assist from either of her traits there. And Jolly Shipwright will come up 1 for 2 with controller. And my dog just freaked out. Sign Stealer activates there, and it's fouled off. Little Hack activates now for Shipwright. Swings through strike 2. Double play depth here for the infield. 1 out. And Shipwright lofted into right field. It's going to hang up for Anubis for out number 2. Runner holds at first. But Harrington comes up still on fire. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Average all the way up to 615 now. Let's see a home run. Blasted into left center field. That's going to get down. It's going to bounce all the way to the wall. Rounding first and heading to second. It bounces up to Dismal. Runner rounding third and heading home. And will slide in under the tag. And Harrington stays hot. A RBI double for her. She's 3 for 3 today. And now here comes Nathaniel Willis, who's 2 for 2. Avila's still at neutral mojo, but it's now a 7-1 ball game. So the home run we get right back. Way late on that one is Willis. 1-1 count. Takes ball low. Great speed over at first base. Harrington still locked in. This one lofted over to the shortstop. Rounding third, heading home. Madison Jax is tense. Sliding in and out at home. Great play at the plate from Madison Jax as she throws it. Has to be perfect, and it is. Shipwright applies the tag. Harrington, I like that idea, but it was so shallow that I don't know if it was the right call. At the end of the day, we're still up 7-1 after the Harrington RBI double. And Patterson almost gets herself her second home run of the game, but it's pulled foul. 0-1. Resplendent staying away this time. Inside, ball 2. Over 55 pitches now for Resplendent. He gets a foul, 2-2 count. Getting tired. Probably needs to call it a day here as Patterson gets her second hit of the day against Resplendent. She's on first with no speed for Madison Jax, who just made an incredible play to avoid another runner from scoring. 0 for 1 today. Still tense. Ball low and away. Resplendent still at neutral mojo. Ground ball right back at him. He turns to second. McMillan over to first. Double play. What a play from the pitcher as he had to scoop that one coming off of the mound and try and turn around to get it over to second. And McMillan, not with a strong arm, but good enough to get it over to first in a bang-bang play. 2 outs. Bases are cleared. And this one's sent into center field. It'll one hop in front of Shipwright. And Resplendent, who just got his mojo back, loses it again. He's back to neutral. This is not the at-bat I want to see him have here. Hunky Plaintiff 1 for 2 with a single, and Resplendent will stay out there, but he should have gotten pulled. Plaintiff still locked in. I think he's 0 for 2. Chases away, and that's 0-2. Stay out of the zone here, man. And that one will, but it's going to sneak past as Willis dives for it. No noodle arm, but not even a chance to get Plaintiff hustling down the line. It's an infield single, and 2 are aboard for Ben Curley, who's 0 for 2. And rattled, but still has bad ball hitter. They bring in Porpetta for Matthews, and they bring in Quincy Heath for Resplendent. You'll see the Tier 3 rally stopper and what that does for Heath's attributes, as this is his first appearance in this franchise. Falls behind 2-0. Make it 3-0 against the rattled Curly. You don't want to lose this at bat. He fights back as he got the green light on a 3-0 and rattled, so it's even now. Runners will take off on the full count. 2 outs, fouled off. We'll do it again. And blasted into right field. That's going to get down in the corner. Get Wrecked will come up throwing. One runner comes home. The other runner will the other runner holds at third. That's really frustrating. Heath allows a base hit to score, or a runner to score on the base hit, and Jaramillo comes up 2 for 2 with a single and a double. Rally stopper still activated. Again, 2 outs here. Heath can't get ahead in the count as he falls behind again. 2-0. Again, not a good spot here. Ball inside. 3-0 for the second straight batter. They miss the bottom of the zone, and that's ball 4. Walks, the bases loaded. And Nixon Drake will come up tense, 0 for 2. Pretty much just ruining Resplendent's day here. Pressure starting to get a little bit higher, but it's only medium still. 0-1. Swings through strike 2. Again, 2 outs. Swings through strike 3, and Heath finally gets a strikeout. What an ugly appearance for him in his first time as a Tundra. Gives up an RBI single to a rattled hitter. And we managed to get out of it with only one run scoring, but Heath definitely needs to go back and reflect on how he just approached that appearance. Grounder back to the pitcher, man to Avila. An easy play for the pitcher there, and now Get Wrecked will come up 0 for 2. Tense, after striking out twice, average dropping all the way down to 190 now. Curveball looped in for strike 1. And push foul late on that one, and it's quickly 0-2. Get Wrecked will stay alive just barely. Takes strike 3, fastball right down the pipe. Go to what he was looking for there. McMillan 1 for 2. Had the 3-run homer to get the scoring started. Avila will get him to ground to third. Easy play for Curley, who's now tense after being rattled for most of this game. But we head to the last of this one, 7-2 in the top of the 6th. 6-7-8 for the Heaters. And Hanny Anubis will lead things off 0 for 2. Heath Healthy stays out there. No traits helping him out, but an easy play from Willis, even with Noodle Arm activated. Out number 1. In comes Dismal 0 for 2 and still tense. Dismal gets replaced by Ryan Gentry. His tier 3 rally starter makes him look a lot more intimidating. And a ground ball up the middle will get the rally started. A 1-out single. A runner aboard with below average speed for Evermore Patterson, who's having herself a day. 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. Average up to 400. Healthy gets a first pitch strike. And field the double play depth with 1 out. A ground ball could end this game. And a ground ball is pulled foul. 1-2 count here for Patterson. She takes the ball outside. Heath Healthy over 20 pitches. And a hard hit ball to center field, but it'll hang up for Shipwright. Out number 2. Last chance for the Heaters is Madison Jacks, who's 0 for 2. She's still tense. Average at 118 now. Runner at first does have average speed. Healthy trying to finish this game off. Show the Tundras what he has, maybe heading into season 2. 0-2 count. Swings through strike 3, and we knock off the 6-2 Heaters. What an upset. Ace versus ace, and we come out on top. We capitalized against a team I did not think we'd capitalize against. I'm so glad we're watching these games. 7-2. Both teams had an error. 10 hits for the Tundras, 9 hits for the Heaters. For the Heaters, there was a RBI single from Ben Curley, who's been rattled up to that point, and a home run from Patterson against Resplendent. On our side, we had the home run from Willis. He had 3 RBIs in total. A home run from McMillan, a 3-run shot to get the scoring started. And sprinkle in an RBI from Harrington on her 3-for-3 day. She's now has a 633 average. And that is how we looked in this game. I want to quick point out, Get Wrecked 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Gadman 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Not a good showing from either of them. Pitching-wise, Lang gets a loss, 3 innings, 7 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 total home runs, and 4 strikeouts. He went from a 2-something ERA to a 5.14. Avila, 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, and 1 strikeout. He pitched really well as coming in juiced to this matchup. Resplendent gets the win, 4 2/3, giving up 7 hits, 2 earned runs. 1 earned run was a solo home run. The second one was actually allowed by Healthy. That shouldn't have happened. Okay, either way. Resplendent getting his second win of his of the year. A 3.21 average now, ERA. Healthy comes in for his first appearance with us. 1 1/3 innings, giving up 2 hits. One was the RBI single from Curley. And a walk as well. 3 total runners reach base, 2 strikeouts in his 1 1/3 inning. Again, the second earned run actually goes credited to Resplendent because he allowed the runner to reach base before Healthy came in. So Willis, McMillan, and Harrington are your top 3. And that is how our second half of the season starts. I'm thinking it's a good call that we ended up releasing Hackett for Shipwright, as he ended up playing really well for us. Between these two, I'm going to dock Trampelson because she hasn't been playing well. Les Christensen has just been brought in, so we don't really know what we have in him yet. Between these two, I'm going to drop the loyalty of Ashlyn Fry just because Ellen Booth is younger and she's played better. Ashlyn hasn't even gotten a chance, so we can't penalize a player that has been playing well. All right, simming up to our next game. We're only two games back of the Rakers, so there is still a chance for us. It's just kind of crazy that we still continue to be somewhat competitive in like the weirdest times. It doesn't make any sense. This next game is against the Foresters, who are right ahead of us in the division. They were bringing in Tense B. Roberts, who's actually pitching really well, a 1.13 ERA and a 1.38 WHIP. We'll have Colorado Bozak coming to the mound, who has pitched incredibly well. Despite that ERA, he's played really well for us. All right, since that last game ended, I just saw something I didn't want to see. I hope it's from somebody I think it is. Pumice Beltran, +1 contact. She needs it. Fry, a chance to gain easy jumps, but developing in other areas, including a potential 4th pitch. I'd like that. Adriana Harrington, +7 speed. Oh, yes, I love it. Give her as much development as possible. Tirehead, chance to gain some contact in fielding. I'd like that, potentially. And replace Landon Rios. Interesting. Do we think about bringing him in with his bad ball hitter trait? I hate the low contact. First pitch prayer, not that big a deal in my eyes, but bad ball hitter at tier 3. We don't have one of those on our team. Chip Norman loses the clutch trait. That's fine with me. I was worried it was going to be worse. We're planning to get rid of him at some point anyway, so I don't necessarily care that he's going to lose clutch. It actually makes making that move a little bit easier. And of course, we bring in Les Christensen, and he immediately loses 6 accuracy. Oh well. Trampelson gets 2 contact there. That's nice to see. Alrighty, so development-wise, a lot of these are ready to expire, so we need to start making choices. Won't do this for Costa. Won't do this for Bozak. Might consider this one for Tirehead, but I'll wait another game for that. Argent Swingins. I'm going to do this again because if we lose K Collector, we know we're not going to develop him any further, but he needs that accuracy. So if we can get this for him, it would be amazing. So let's go ahead and try it out. Now that we just made some more room in our budget, we can afford to make these calls. Doesn't get the bonus accuracy, and he will not lose K Collector. So we'll get +3 accuracy, +1 velocity. That's good to see. Whew, that was scary. And this one for Ashlyn, a chance for a forkball. I'd actually like another fastball, but having a 4th pitch would be nice, especially if she's going to bump back into the starting rotation. Chance to gain easy drunk, even if she does get it. That one, correct me if I shouldn't say correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me if you think this is a hot take. I don't think easy jumps really matters that much, especially at tier 3. Or I'm sorry, at tier 1. I'm just not that worried about it. Yeah, stealing bases is. I guess it's ironic because I really worry about a catcher with good arm behind the plate, but I don't necessarily worry about easy jumps, which can be just as valuable. For the same reason, I also don't feel like pick officer is as impactful. I guess it is more impactful than easy jumps, but either way, I'm not as worried if she gets it. Let's try it. 2 junk, 1 accuracy. She needed both of those. She will get a bonus 4 junk, so 6 total. That's amazing. She will not get easy jumps. Did she get the fork? She will not get the fork ball, so that's okay. She gets plus 17 loyalty, maxed out. She looks a lot better. That was a good call there, I think. We'll do this one for Milan to next game. Excuse me, next game. At least I think we will. We'll see. Those are his two best attributes right now, but he's not really good at anything. So we'll see if we decide we want to put a little bit more money into him or not. He's only 25. I want to look at those two players that I think there was two, right? So we're still looking at Coke here, which I think I'd be more inclined to get versus Fitzpatrick. Both are well over their price point. I'm going to put a star on Coke here. We'll keep an eye on Fitzpatrick. Who did we just see get dropped? It was Landon Rios. We're going to watch him. He's 26. Wish his contact was better. If his contact and his fielding were flipped, then I would be all for this guy. He's a guy I'll look at. He's competitive, so there's a chance we can make this work. But tier 3 bad ball hitter has me super intrigued, so I'm hoping maybe that's one we can bring in. But we won't exhaust our energy until we get to that price point. And then Rex Appleseed here is a guy we're going to keep an eye on as he keeps getting closer to his price. I believe that was it.
The dietary selection at the local stadium. Personally, I can't get enough of Kaylee's chocolate-covered kale, who happens to be our sponsor.
We could bring in Instante Day for
1, 2, 3.
Les Christensen. With Les regressing even more. Really, really bad, though. He just has those two really intriguing traits that I like. We're going to hold on to Les for now. And I think with that, that'll call it for this game. Well, let's set the lineup before we head out of here. We're heading back to... or we're heading away for this next game. I think I'm going to bring in Trampleson to replace Get Wrecked in right field. We just keep teetering back and forth between them when they're tense. Roland has been holding her own, so I think I'll keep her in the lineup here. I like these. Gadman probably needs a day off, so let's bring in Chip Norman, who's getting his last start before he probably gets... Well, not last start, but... this now looks a lot worse in my eyes. Let's do this. Yeah, I think... Whew. I think this stretches the lineup a little bit further. I don't know. Maybe I stick with Madison Rowland and just put her at the DH spot. Pumice just really hasn't done anything for us. Roland can run into one with that tough outer rally starter trait. Yeah, I'm gonna let it roll. Team did well last time, so let's keep the good times rolling. Let's put McMillan up 1, Firehead up 1, Roland up 1, and then we'll put Trampleson and Norman there. So that'll be our lineup for the next one with Bozak, Colorado Bozak workhorseman on the mound. He's got 2 complete games in his back pocket so far. Yet to go for the complete game shutout just yet. We're going to use our standard... We'll use our standard away uniform, at least for this game. And we'll see if we can beat the Foresters and maybe push past them in the division. Let's take a look at the wild card standings for a second. We're sitting in the 4th spot in the wild card race. We're a game behind the Burners and the Foresters. So if we can beat the Foresters and potentially by, I think at least 5, well, with their run differential, if we can win by a decent margin, we can actually pass them in the wild card race. But I don't know, depending on what happens with the Burners and the Chompers, where that places us. It's possible we jump into the wild card, one of those wild card spots with a win in this next game. So thank you so much for watching. If you've been enjoying to the channel, if you have not done so already, thank you to everyone who has channel. Thank you to everyone who has been following it. Give me any comments down below if you have any thoughts, ideas, feedback about the big win against the Heaters here. With Resplendent on the mound, the hot streak we've seen from Harrington. If anyone wants to go back and look, I believe she, going back to the last Cutters game, I believe she reached base in every at-bat against the Firebirds and the Heaters. And I think she maybe had a ground out against the Cutters in that second game. But she might be on a streak right now. Let me know if you find out.
Pop-up showers downtown, highs of 95, lows
We'll see you
of
all
22,
next.
and a giraffe from the petting zoo is apparently on the freeway driving